Good morning. From today and through the rest of the week, we'll be talking about the halachas of the 3 weeks. We've completed the sugya of haircuts and shaving, and now we'll broaden the discussion to other minhagim and halachas as it relates primarily to Bnei Ashkenaz, because Ashkenazim are makbid on many minhagei avelus during the 3 weeks, while Sfaradim mostly focus their avelus during Shavua Shechalba. So today our focus is going to be on when there are certain smachot that come up during the 3 weeks. How can we celebrate them? Can we celebrate them at all? So when it comes to a marriage, the minhag of Ashkenazim is to not have weddings during this time period, during the 3 weeks at all, from Sheva Sarbatamuz through Tisha B'Av. But other types of smachot, there may be a basis to have some sort of celebration. So we'll go through some examples in Eirusin. That would be a halachic engagement. So it would be permitted, and this is based on a publication by Rav Yitzchak Mordechai HaKohen Rubin, who is the author of the famed Orcha Shabbos Sefer. He's a big posek located in Harnof in Yerushalayim. So he says when it comes to an Eirusin, it is mutar to have a su'uda for an Eirusin, for an engagement, and we can even sing with our voices, but what we don't do is we don't play instruments, we don't play musical instruments, number one. Number two, we don't put on recorded music either. And number three, we also do not dance, even in the absence of the music, even just by singing, we don't dance. So those three things, indeed, the minhag would be to avoid. That is live music, recorded music, and dancing. But we could have a su'uda for the Eirusin and sing. Singing would be acceptable. The next thing, which is similar, is going to be a bar mitzvah. It's permitted to have a su'uda for a bar mitzvah. It's permitted to sing. Number three is a bris milah and pidyon ben. Also permitted to have the su'uda for a bris milah and a pidyon ben. And number four is a Sheva Berachas. If somebody got married before Sheva Sarbatamuz, so the official start of the 3 weeks, somebody got married beforehand, but the Sheva Berachas continue into the 3 weeks. It would be permitted to have Su'uda for the Sheva Berachas, but again, we would not be permitted to play live music or use recorded music. But however, when it comes to the Sheva Berachas, there is a discussion whether we would be permitted to dance or not to dance. And it turns out that Rav Rubin himself tends towards being lenient on the dancing. So for everything else that we mentioned, when it comes to a Suda, for an Eirusin, a Bar Mitzvah, a Bris Milah, and Pidyon Ben, we say that you can't play live music, recorded music, or dance, but singing b'peh, you could sing vocally. However, when it comes to Sheva Berachas, all those same halachas apply, with the exception possibly of dancing being permitted. Our last question for the day is, can an Ashkenazi participate in the simcha of a Sfaradi? Because the Sfaradim will have live music, they'll have a band, they'll have dancing. So Rav Rubin says as follows, that it is permitted for an Ashkenazi to participate in the wedding celebration, because Ashkenazim don't have weddings, but he can celebrate in the wedding celebration of a Sfaradi, and also the Sheva Berachas, even if they're going to have dancing, even if they're going to have recorded music or live music, it would all be permitted to participate in that, despite the fact that the minhag Ashkenaz is to not hold those events, but for an Ashkenazi to participate with Sfaradim indeed would be permitted. And Amir Hashem, tomorrow we will discuss singing during the 3 weeks, not in the context of those mitzvahs that we just discussed, and we'll talk about how about a cappella and hearing chazanos and various issues with dealing with singing that indeed could bring on simcha to us. Have a wonderful day.